There's quite a bit on the demand side. What about the supply side? And this applies both to Ireland, even though I'm looking here at data for the UK. If we look at vacancies in sectors closely aligned with tourism, we can see that vacancies have started to decline from the peak back in 2022, but overall, still about 30,000 more vacancies within our sector than had been the case back in 2019. Perceptions then. Here I'm drawing on data from the Anhalt Ipsos Nations Brand Index, and we're looking at how the UK is ranked out of 60 nations, and I thought I'd compare 2015 with 2023. So by and large, this is good news because most of the world feel quite positively about the UK across many things that really matter for attracting people to a tourism destination. So remember, these numbers that you're seeing are the ranks out of 60. Slightly less good news is that people's opinion of the UK is not quite as good now in 2023 as it was in 2015. And also, less good news is that a couple of key areas of weakness have become even weaker for the UK in recent years. So is rich in natural beauty. We can see we've slipped from 18th to 27th, and down at the bottom, if I visited, people would make me feel really very welcome, slipped from 11th to 19th over the past 8 years. Now, I don't have granular data for Ireland and Scotland, but I do have the headline metrics. And in 2023, we've got Ireland being ranked overall 18th out of 60 nations and Scotland being ranked 16th. The survey also looked at nations as a personality this year and found that Ireland was ranked 3rd for happy and that the UK was ranked 3rd for sophisticated, just proving that reality and perceptions are not always one of the same thing. And we've also got the UK being ranked 18th for the country's food is good. And also proving that stereotypes really do persist is that the French ranked the UK's food 60th out of 60. On then to bureaucracy. Most visitors to either Ireland or the UK don't need a visa, but those visiting the UK from the likes of India and China do. These are the latest costs of getting a visa. So £115 if you want a 6-month visa, through to almost £1,000 if you want a 10-year visa. All those visitors who don't need a visa, so most Europeans, will for long require a electronic travel authorization in order to visit the UK. And it will cost about £10. It will be required even if you're just transiting airside. It'll be valid for 2 years or until your passport expires. Now, the EU are introducing their own version. It's called an ETIAS. That'll cost the equivalent of £6 or €7. It'll be valid for 3 years, so longer than that for the UK. It'll be free to the under 18s and the over 70s, and it won't apply to airside transit. Likely to be introduced in 2025. It's also expected that the EU will introduce its entry-exit scheme in around about 10 months' time. And that will mean that all non-EU citizens will have to be fingerprinted and have an electronic recognition scan of their face when they enter the EU. So that's going to be fun.